Hey guys, welcome back. So I'm obviously recording this a different time than I am when the story actually happened. So right now I'm about to head over to Hannah's house. I already did like an intro that day. I was planning on filming just to get a little bit of what her birthday turned out to be, so you'll get to see a little bit of that, and then I'll get back to the story like around the time in the video when it actually happened. Like, it just was the most like surreal day, yet so much fun, but it just turned way left. Way left. Welcome back, everybody. And I just packed my bag and I'm getting ready to go to my friend's house because we are celebrating my best friend's birthday today. Shout out to you, Ugbat. I'm gonna go to her house. I have to pick up some flowers, some alcohol, and get over there. So, but I'll catch you guys probably at the flower store.
Inte finner på. Västcon shorting och t-shirt. Jag fick den billig as. 199. Ja. Hello. I'm Hannah.
Hannah J.
And we're celebrating a birthday.
Vänta, kan du då skruva av musiken?
Nej!
Well, oh my god, look the outfit though, the outfit. Show 'em what you got, sis. Show it.
Hej! Boken dricken är just nu oss omkring. Dansa för arma upp och rätt och spring. Älskar här i hjärta alla goda ting. Och Simon sa, vad vill du mera? Gratulera! Tusen tack och
See, we're just all like in a good mood. We're about to head to the club, like this place we go out in also called Gamla. We went there. It was so much fun. Showing like the DJ decided like was so nice. She played the happy birthday song at 12 o'clock, which is coming. Fun. I think we like left at 3 a.m. We've had like such an amazing night, and the three of us were supposed to go to Hannah's house, sleep at her place. We left the club and Uba was really drunk. Like, everybody's been giving her drinks and shots, so obviously she was drinking a lot more than usual. It was her birthday, so you know, gotta be lit. Left the club, she was like, oh, let me get a kebab. So like down the street around the corner there's like a kebab shop called Beirut. So we went inside. There was a line in the beginning. She was super drunk. I was sober. I stopped drinking like earlier in the night. But we're like chatting a lot with the guys in front of us because, you know, she was drunk. She was like, oh my god, they're trying to cut the line and all that kind of stuff. So we got to the cashier and she like bought all the kebabs for us just to make it easier. So it was me and her and then Hannah and Ubat's sister outside. So we bought the kebabs, we were waiting for them, and then when they prepared them, we got them and got the drinks, and then we were heading out of the kebab shop. So while walking out, I was walking in front of her. It was quite like, there's a lot of people in the air, like the line was long and people had been eating on the tables. It was quite messy around the whole place. So while we were walking out, the one thing that happened was like all of a sudden I felt like someone was hitting me in the back. And I turned around and Ugo was flat, like she had flown down to the floor. Like I she hit me in the back and I immediately turned around and I saw her head like smashing to the ground, like on the side. So she basically like slipped in whatever was on the floor. I think it was kebab sauce, which is not really, it's funny now, but it's like what the hell. But so she just smashed her like whole like right side of the face to the ground. Like I was quick, so me and another guy was like helping her get right back up. I don't know if she was on the floor for a long time, like I can't really like think if it was, like probably like for a couple of seconds, like maybe like half a minute or a minute. We got her up and I was like, you know what, we need to get out. Like I could see and tell that she was not okay. I was like, people move, get out the way, we need to get out. Her sister saw it, she was like she was like flipping out. So we got her outside and she was so confused. She felt like her head was hurting, she was quite dizzy. So we were just, I told them, I was like, she just like slipped on something and fell like straight onto the concrete, like whatever, you know. We were like, sit down on the sidewalk, have something to drink. We were all kind of like freaking out a little bit. She sat down and all of a sudden like we thought she was asleep because she was kind of like fell down a little like this, and then we were like thinking for a minute, like, did she fall asleep? Because she was super drunk. But then we realized, I lifted her up a little bit and we realized she had passed out, and we were like, oh, like this is not good at all. So it took like maybe half a minute, and then she got back and her sister was like, come on, we need to splash some drinks on her face. Like we only had like urge, so we were like, oh my god, let's throw some. But the thing is, she did not remember what had happened. She was like, I don't remember how long was I gone, I don't know what happened, I just last remember that we were in there, we got the kebab, I can't remember why I'm sitting here. And we were like, no, you didn't really miss out on much. Like she literally lost her memory from like the minute she could not remember her falling. So we had to explain it like a couple of times. She was like, I can't, she just didn't know. So we were like, you need to go, like we need to go to the emergency, this is not good. But she didn't want to, and we were kind of like all like back and forth, like let's just get home. And she didn't, absolutely, we were like, okay, go home, make sure that you don't sleep, like you might have a concussion, you know, like it could have been a slight concussion. We were just, you know, we have to be careful. We were just like, let's just get home, drink something, eat something, you know, let's just get out of it, let's see how it goes tomorrow. So we walked down the street and around the corner, and it's like a long like walking street in a way. So we just walked down the street, like everything was like okay. She wasn't like, obviously her head was hurting a lot, and we just kept walking down. Like Hannah was on my my left side, and then Ugba's sister was on my right, and then Ugba on the far right side, and we were just walking down the street, and you can't believe what happened after that. Like you would think nothing could get worse than that, like we already had someone smash their head in the ground. No. At that moment, while we were walking down the street, I looked down, and all of a sudden I saw this guy yelling. He was screaming and running as fast as he could towards us, and I was thinking, oh my god, this man is not gonna stop whatsoever. I looked at him and he looked like he was insane. He was just screaming and running straight towards us. I was like quickly to react. I jumped to the side because I was like, this man is not gonna stop. So I jumped to the side, and then the thing is, the last thing I heard, it was like Hannah looking down and into her kebab, was like, oh my god, I love this kebab, this is the best thing I've had. And she was like, her face was probably literally in that kebab. She was not paying attention. I didn't know that. So the man just ran straight into Hannah, and I don't even know why he did it. He just ran straight into her, past her, and then stopped like further down, and Hannah flew to the ground, hit her hands and her head on the ground as well. Her kebab flew everywhere. It was just like all over the street, all over her, like in her hair, in her earrings, all over her back, on her front, on her pants, you name it, it was there. And Ubag's sister, she ran after the guy, was trying to yell at him. The guy was just literally gone. Like he was probably on some drugs, what do we know? Not even existing. I was there wiping Hannah off with whatever napkins we got from the kebab shop, wiping her off, her back, her head, and then this guy comes up. It's like, just so you know, you have kebab in your hair. And we were just like, are you kidding with me, right? Are you kidding with me right now? It was crazy. It was just all insane. So Ugbet ran into the 7-Eleven, got more napkins. We kept wiping her off. Hannah just started shaking, and she was like, she was in shock, I think. It was just, we were all shocked. And Ugba's sister had like kebab all over her pants, and we were just wiping her off, and Ugba ran back in to get a panini for her because her kebab was gone, and Hannah was sad because the kebab was gone. And her hand was hurting, and she was shaking, and I was walking her towards the 7-Eleven to get Ugba. It's at the 7-Eleven, got in an argument because someone's gonna buy was gonna buy the panini for Ugba, but that didn't happen. So, and then that was a misunderstanding there because there was a guy that was struck, so that turned into a fight. And then the guy came up to us, started asking Hannah. I was like, hey, and I was like, this is not a good time. And he was like, well, you can just say hey back, you don't have to. I'm like, please, you need to leave. Like, it was. And even one guy just came up and was like, could I have some napkins? And I was literally like, I'm wiping my girl off with like the napkins, wiping kebab off of her, and you want to have more napkins from me? I'm like, seriously, what is going on? After that, I was literally like, girls, we need to go home. So I took Hannah home. Ugba's sister took Ugba home. Everybody went home. We woke up the next day, and you can see the aftermath. We went straight to the emergency, and you know what? It ended up with both of them having a concussion. Ugba had a concussion still, and this was like, you know, like 2 weeks ago. So she had a really like severe concussion, and Hannah had a mild concussion. So they've both been like out with a concussion since her birthday 2 weeks ago. So that was that birthday. And here you see a little bit of the aftermath when we were like at the emergency room. So literally, how does this happen on a birthday? 2 concussions, all because of some kebab on one birthday.
All right. Day 2.
The day would support you, but not today. Okay. The day after the real birthday, you would never know how the day ended. It is crazy. Come on, see it.
This amazing birthday took an unexpected turn. You would never believe what happened. Å nei, det går ikke an å synge om det. Jeg skal vise lekevakta.
Chicken, some sausage,
Hot dog.
hot dogs, ham.
Hamburger grill. In bread.
Delicious. Wow, the angle. you
With
cannot
hot
do
dog
that.
dressing.
So we're gonna head back to the birthday girl, and we shall show you. So this is where we ended up today. Let me just tell you,
The Legiovakt.
we are prepared to stay for, you know, some hours or so. Let's do this, Hannah.
Hello MTV. Now I'm going to show you my crib.
Yeah. So we just entered Hannah Jay's doctor's office. Jeg skal komme her.
So, the ham. Well, let me look.
Oh my god.
It's all good.
Du kan bare se det etterpå.
So that was it for story time. I hope you guys liked the story. I definitely did not like the ending of the story. So, I mean, at the end of the day, we can always like now laugh at it and look back at it. But in the moment, it was just insane how one thing and then the next thing just happened. No. But that was my first story time. Quite crazy for one birthday, but I love you girls.